What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Justin Ford podcast, where I'll be releasing life-changing principles and valuable information focused on all things faith, finance, family, fitness, real estate, and so much more. Let's go! What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Justin Ford Unleashed podcast. Super excited to be with you here again today. Got another great episode in store for you. But before we get into that, guys, if you are enjoying the show, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, or if you're tuning in from your favorite podcast platform, go ahead and download the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. Feel free to leave us a 5-star review. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can at the official Justin Ford. Again, at the official Justin Ford. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and also here on YouTube. Got a special guest here in the studio today. She's not only special, she's a regular. Mrs. Joy Ford, how you doing today?
Hey, good.
Real, raw, and uncut in the house. We got a great episode that we're going to share. We've got some Christmas and holiday traditions we're going to share for you. But before we get into that, I want you guys to know that this episode is brought to you by my friends over at Next Door Lending. Next Door Lending is a team of professionals that believe everyone should be treated as if they lived next door. The founders and team members have more than 150 years of combined experience helping clients all over the country choose the best loan program to help you accomplish your goals. Next Door Lending is currently licensed in 21 states and has a team of over 100 loan officers specializing in helping you get the best rate and terms. Whether you're looking to refinance your home or you're looking to purchase your home, call my friends over at Next Door Lending today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. So let's get into it.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, it's like right around the corner. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This whole year just went by so fast.
I know. 2023 is right around the corner.
I mean, literally, like, I mean, look at the clock here, couple weeks.
You got batteries in that watch?
This is a nice watch.
You know, sometimes when your watches,
you got me this watch.
Batteries are dead.
It's a nice watch.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're heading into Christmas time. All the traditions, the cookies, the desserts.
A lot of desserts, a lot of cookies, a lot of extra pounds.
My favorites.
But you know, what's cool is, you know, we obviously know not everybody celebrates Christmas the way that we do. You know, and not everybody calls it Christmas anymore. Right, you hear a lot of happy holidays.
Yeah, everybody has their own way of.
Yeah, right. We happy Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But for us, we celebrate Christmas because Christmas is not only, you know, to us about Santa Claus and gifts. For us, you know, it's where we celebrate Jesus Christ's birth.
Yes.
Yep. And so we wanted to talk about some of the things that we do as.
Yeah, just some Christmas traditions that we've done.
Things that we love to do.
With the kids or with our families.
Yep. We just celebrated our 17th anniversary, so we've been now married 17 years.
Yes, you're right.
And so what were some of the Christmas or holiday traditions you had growing up with your family?
Growing up, we would go to Chicago a lot. We'd take the train, all 5 of us.
During the holidays?
Yeah, because nobody wanted to drive in the snow. We're not a big driving in the snow family.
Plus, it's fun going on the train for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Back then, they didn't have internet, so what did you guys do on the train?
Played cards, ate the White Castle hamburgers they have on there. They're like delicious.
That's
what I remember about
White
Amtrak.
Castle?
Is the White Castle hamburgers. We look forward to getting those as like our little lunch snack or dinner.
Yeah.
But we'd play Uno, we'd play cards, we'd read, we'd find things to do. But we always took the train. My grandpa would pick us up from the train actually. And then we'd go stay at their house. We'd visit and stay with them, eat a lot of food.
Yep.
We'd visit my mom's side of the family in Chicago and have presents and do things with them. So that was a big thing for us, was just going. We never went like out of state as far as like sunny state. We just went to Chicago.
Yeah, I don't even know about going to a sunny state though during the holidays.
That wasn't a thing for me growing up. I wish it was. It is for us now.
Not really during the holidays so much. I mean, somewhat
for the month of December.
Well, sometimes
we try to get out.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, you know, I think being around snow and just the holiday Christmas feel of
Yeah, you love snow on Christmas Day, and then after that, okay, it can go.
Well, if it was up to me,
we live in Michigan, so
here's my thing: is if it was up to me, winter would end on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, and then it'd be spring right away. Because I don't
That's false.
like, because I don't like winter. By the way, I do not like winter at all after January 1st. Like right now, I don't mind it. I was actually, I think it was, I don't remember where I was coming back from recently, but I think it was, Minneapolis, when I was on the Glover U half day, and I had parked on the top parking deck at the airport, and it was really cold and it was snowing a little bit. And I stood out there probably about for like 30 minutes. I like the cold, brisk air. I don't like snow really, unless it's on Christmas, like you said, but I like it when it's cold. And so I like some of the Christmas traditions, you know, of like being cold.
Do you like to be cold?
Just around the holidays.
No.
Not
like the cold from like when we went downtown Detroit to see the Christmas lighting a few weeks ago, like the windshield was
No, that was like, I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't like the cold wind per se, but I just like the chill, breathing it in, stuff like that. And again, around the holidays. So you used to go to Chicago. What did you guys do like around the house? Did you have a certain tree? Did you put up a tree?
Yeah,
was it a fake tree? Was it a real tree? Like, what were some of those things?
Yeah, we never had a real tree because that would involve maintaining it with watering it and vacuuming it. So my mom, we always put up one Christmas tree. Yeah. I think one year we had one in the basement when my aunt and her kids were living with us for a little bit. But we just did one Christmas tree inside, nothing else. No lights outside. It was really basic.
You never did any lights?
Tree,
no
the
Christmas?
same decorations, the same lights.
No Christmas lights outside?
No, I don't remember putting those up ever.
Yeah.
So it was really basic. And then we would go to Chicago. So I think my mom just like was smart enough to realize like, I'm putting the tree up. We're putting the tree up, but we're going to be gone right after the holidays or right before. So why do all the extra stuff?
When would you put the tree up usually? Was it around the same time or was it just whenever? Because some people like put their tree up the day after Halloween.
There was no set date. I don't remember.
Yeah.
We're going too far back now.
Well, you put our trees up pretty early, right before Thanksgiving. You put those up, and how many trees do we have up?
Right now we have 2, but in total I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8. But that's including the kids' little trees, like those little mini trees.
There's not 8 trees.
Not now, but there's 2 right now currently.
8 trees? I don't think it was 8.
There's one in the front living room, the dining room, the other living room,
That's
your
3.
office. The kids all have a small one
5, 6,
in the basement.
7. Maybe it is 8. Take this Christmas
7.
tree thing pretty serious, don't you?
Well, I'm just waiting for when you say we're going to be in Florida for holidays. I won't put anything up. Goodbye.
No. Well, speaking of Florida, I remember going to Florida a few years ago. I was down there for a business meeting during the Christmas time, and it just was weird. It was 75 degrees.
Wait, when was this?
I don't know, a few years ago. It was 75 degrees. They had Christmas lights on palm trees. They had fake snow at this place, and there was like a Santa Claus, and it's just like, this doesn't feel right.
I love it. Why are we opposites right now?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I was in Florida last year, right after Christmas, literally left with my girlfriend Lori and the kids and all that. I mean, and you're right. It was warm. There's palm trees. There was trees decorated. But I loved it. Like, I loved that it was warm out for me. Like, I don't know.
Well, again, I love warm weather, but it's weird for Christmas, like listening to Christmas songs in the winter.
Yeah. How about you? How about your Christmas traditions?
Or
anything that you remember or you enjoyed?
The things that I used to love doing around Christmas was we would go, because, my mom and dad divorced, so I went to 2 different families, so we would always go to my mom or my grandma and grandpa's on Christmas Eve. And then we would go to my dad's side of the family, my grandma and grandpa Murphy on Christmas Day. We would always eat prime rib on Christmas.
Ooh.
Love prime rib. We always had, so my mom's side, and then, where I lived with my mom, and then even my grandparents on my mom's side always did a fake tree. But then my grandma and grandpa Murphy always did a real tree.
They would do that with the prime rib.
Always did the real tree. Sauce. You could smell the pine needles, which was always awesome.
Yeah, it smells good.
But we didn't really have too many traditions either when I was a kid. Like
did you do stockings
stuff like
Christmas
that?
Eve
But not on Christmas Eve, no. But we had some fun. But I think what's cool is we've created a lot of traditions with our kids.
Just did that with your mom. Every Christmas Eve she does.
Yes, we do
Christmas pajamas.
Yep, she does Christmas pajamas for all the grandkids.
The kids love it, and they've done
Yep.
it since they were little. For a while, since they were little, we would go to Bavarian Inn
Yeah, Frankenmuth.
in the month of December.
Yeah, because
From
our
the night.
anniversary's on December 3rd. Again, we just passed our anniversary. And we used to always go to Frankenmuth like around that time, or my mom and all the kids, we would do a day or a night in.
Yeah, we would spend the night.
Frankenmuth is fun though during this time of year.
It's beautiful.
We have also we just got back from New York. New York City was awesome.
Yeah.
New York City around the
Everybody
holidays.
needs to go to New York and see the tree.
The
and
tree,
the lights.
just New York
Eat
City
good
during
food.
yeah,
See some shows.
New York City this time of year, I think, is my favorite. I've been there. I think you and I went like when it was a little bit warmer before one time, but no, maybe that was me and Tiara. But
yeah,
New York City around the holidays is great.
It's magical.
We like going. We'd usually drive the light show in Westland down Hines Drive. We drive through there.
Yeah, the Hines Park.
That's cool.
Drive. Ooh, can I mention my new thing I did?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Hines Park does their Christmas lights every year. Well, this year, my girlfriend Lori was like, "Hey, you want to run the Hines Park Christmas lights? The run." It was an 8K. I said, "Oh my gosh, let's do it." So you get a hat, you get this like light up thing. There's Christmas music playing. All the lights are put up. It was really nice. I was worried because it was sleeting at first. And then the weather turned out really nice after like a mile and a half. It was beautiful. It was awesome. A great experience. And I almost want to do that every year. And I want my kids to do, at least one of my kids to do it with me. I think it's going to be awesome. I enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
So that was a new thing that I just started this year.
Are you going to do that every year?
I think so.
We also, around Thanksgiving, we did the Thanksgiving turkey trot.
Well, we've always done the parade with the kids.
We always go to the parade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always go to the parade with the kids. I've been doing that since I was a kid, so that was something.
Well, that's a tradition.
My mom, that was a tradition. We would always go to the Thanksgiving Day parade.
My parents would be like, "Yeah, right. It's cold. We're gonna watch from the TV."
Yeah, no, it's definitely cold. So we did the turkey trot run together on that one. Mm-hmm. That was fun.
With the kids too.
Yeah, the kids.
That was good.
And so it's. I think traditions are fun. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. Not everybody has 8 trees.
Yeah. No, I know.
You only had one.
Yeah,
we do Christmas lights.
I think that's probably why I enjoy all the trees, because then you do different colors and decorations. And because I grew up having one, I'm like,
I actually like how we have. I mean, I think 8's a little excessive because kids have some, but like I love our trees that we have in the different rooms of our house because it lights it up at night and it makes it cozy.
So so doing traditions with your mom, doing the pajamas and all that, and then Christmas Day we're normally with my side of the family having food.
Yeah.
Last year we did Mexican food, which was really good.
Oh man.
And then every year for Christmas, was it Christmas?
I love Mexican Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. So outside of family traditions, I also wanted to bring up too, just holidays that are not the same anymore, people that have lost loved ones, grief during the holidays. It's
sometimes
a real
holidays
thing.
Are tough, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough for some people. And I just wanted to encourage, because I know going through that with my dad, you have to change up the traditions. You can no longer do the same traditions.
Right.
And I think the first year I wanted to go to Florida. I was like, I want to go somewhere else. I don't even want to be here.
And even when you do the traditions, it's just not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah. So you almost have to start a new tradition. If you used to do a tradition with your loved one who you lost, with whoever it may be, you have to change it up.
Or do it in remembrance of them.
Yeah, that too.
Because, for those, because I know it's been over 11 years since your dad passed away. So I know, in the beginning, it's tough, right? That first holiday, losing somebody.
First holiday is hard, yep.
And then every holiday after that. But then obviously now, I mean, I know you still remember, your dad and think about him during the holidays, but it doesn't make the same impact as it did in the beginning.
Yeah, it's different.
So those that are listening right now, if you've lost a loved one recently, just know that it's okay to feel discouraged. It's okay to feel
to be sad.
To be sad.
Let the emotions, go with the emotions of how you're feeling.
Right.
But I'm always going to encourage you. Maybe go serve somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe take some time during the holidays to go serve somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not used to serving somewhere, and kind of get your mind off of it and go serve somewhere. Go out of town.
Right.
Maybe go somewhere else and celebrate it if you don't have other family members that don't care that you're leaving, or bring them with you, or do it for yourself. I mean.
Yeah. But it is.
You got to change it up.
Yeah,
for sure.
And unfortunately, losing people is hard enough. But around those holidays where you're spending time with people, it makes it harder. But just know that you're going to make it.
Yes.
You'll make it through.
You will. And then a new year starts, which is nice because, you finish through the holidays and then you still feel sad, but then a new year starts and you can just do something new for that year, whatever that looks like, start something new.
And I would say too, and I know you could probably touch on this, is don't isolate yourself. It's easy to isolate yourself during this time of year.
Yeah.
If you're depressed, if you're discouraged, and even for those that are listening that are maybe struggling financially right now, because we've been there where it was super difficult. And I remember one year I had to go deliver pizzas at night just to get our kids gifts.
Yeah.
And I think we're living in a world today, and you and I talked about this because I'm not a gift guy. And I found that I would always, I don't want to say become like
when
a
he
Scrooge.
says he's not a gift guy, he means he doesn't care to get gifts.
And
but he will go every Christmas Eve. I don't know if it's a typical man thing. Every Christmas Eve, he goes and shops for the kids for things that.
But I wait till Christmas Eve. I do my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Probably like a lot of people listening. I know some people do it I'm doing Christmas shopping after Christmas.
Well, they already started in the summertime.
Right? Yeah. But I mean, for me, it's and this is where I just think people hype up gifts, and when I see our kids. I remember being a kid, you'd go back to school after Christmas break. Everybody's wearing their cool shoes and their cool clothes and all this. And if kids didn't get that level of stuff, then they kind of feel less than. Why didn't I get nice shoes? Why didn't I get nice clothes? Why didn't I get, the same things my friends did? And that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Because Christmas for us as believers, it's not about how many gifts you get or what your gifts are. To me, it's this is the time that we acknowledge Jesus being born and we celebrate his birth. Oh, another Christmas tradition we do is we go to Northridge for the Glory of Christmas. That's always fun. Our daughter Kiara is in the play. Glory of Christmas. If you have not checked out Glory of Christmas at Northridge, it's like going to Broadway.
Yeah, but if you try to get a ticket this month, you probably can get one ticket in the aisle or in the middle. You have to sit separate now. So
you might have to stand outside of the church.
Next year.
You might have to stand outside of the church and find a scalper.
They have
Who needs tickets? Anybody need tickets?
They have a bunch of tickets that are single, scattered everywhere now at this point. But next year, maybe plan to go and maybe bless another family.
Well, that
to go
show's
with you,
amazing. That's like a theater, like Broadway production. That's awesome. But again, so nice. To me, it's not all about the gifts. And so if you're listening right now and maybe you can't provide your kids with the Christmas gifts or get them the latest and greatest Xbox or whatever kids are asking for today, don't feel bad. Don't let that beat you up. We've gone through tough times as well. We've had times where we weren't able to get our kids much. And even today, we could give our kids the world, but we still put a budget on what we give our kids for Christmas.
Oh, definitely. We have a Christmas budget.
Yeah, we don't just
stick with. But I think the biggest thing is not so much feeling bad. I think with kids today, it's instilling in our kids to be grateful for whatever you have. So they're not comparing. So when they even when our kids were little and they'd be like, oh, I wanted the color. It's like, no, we're grateful for what we have.
Well, I think this is where the lie of Santa Claus comes in because...
Hey,
listen.
Our kids would listen to this?
Our kids don't believe in Santa Claus.
I said other kids.
Well, they might be. So if you're listening right now, sorry, little boy or girl, to break the ice, but Santa Claus is not
you better stop.
real.
You're bad.
But here's why. Okay?
He is the Grinch, guys. Just want to let you know.
No. Let me say this though. Listen. This is where I think the lie of Santa Claus becomes a problem. Okay, it's not when you're like a little kid. No, it's not when you're a little kid.
I still believed in him.
Not when you're little. No 4 or 5 year olds I'm sure are listening to our show, but if you got a 9 or a 10-year-old that still believes in Santa. And they don't get what they want, but then their friend gets everything they asked for, they automatically think, why did Santa Claus gyp me? Think about that. Why did I get gypped and Santa Claus took care of my friend and got them?
Maybe that was something you felt growing up.
I definitely felt like I got gypped. And then I remember when my mom told me Santa wasn't real, she sat me down and she cried.
She cried, not you.
She cried. And I'm like, Mom, I already knew Santa Claus wasn't real. They told me at school.
It's not like Judah.
But honestly though, and this is what I get it, and it's a tradition, and it's how dare you tell a kid Santa's not real? And I'm like, how dare you lie to your kid?
Stop.
If you can't get your kid what they want, But then their friend gets what they want. And little Johnny was the best kid ever. He was a good kid. He wasn't naughty. He was nice. And he feels like I sat on Santa Claus's lap at the mall. I told Santa everything I wanted. I told Santa I was a good kid. And then I only get 2 of the things, but my friend gets all of them. Santa, why did you jip me?
So if you have a little Johnny, you better hit up my husband. Maybe he'll get them the gift they want.
No. Sorry, guys. This is just how I feel about it. Like, I don't like how something that is supposed to be about acknowledging the birth of Christ has become so commercialized. It's horrible.
It's just the way
I don't know.
you see it.
That's just
Everybody's
how I see
got
it.
yeah,
Joy still believes in Santa. Sometimes she has me dress up as Santa Claus and we role play. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's... No.
I'm just joking.
Sure.
That's a joke.
Well, anywho, I hope everybody has a great Christmas.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
No. Can you bring me presents?
I got you.
Not just cookies.
No cookies. Well, real quick, hold on. If you're looking for a great home inspection and experience, then call my friends over at Weatherstone Home Inspections. This is the only company that I entrust with my personal customers. Why? Weatherstone has been in the business over a decade, having completed over 11,000 inspections and over 1,000 5-star reviews. Their trained team of inspectors ensure that everything is done right. Contact my friends over at Weatherstone today at weatherstoneinspections.com or give them a call at 586-651-6556. Let's make this show back to PG. It's a PG show.
And not Grinchy?
It's not Grinchy.
So either way, having the kids growing up, I always had the gifts there under the tree, and then I would put the fake cookies out. Tiara really was the only one that believed in them, and then she cried when she realized he was not real. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all a setup. You break a kid's heart. Like,
okay, well, listen,
who wants to break their kid's heart?
Nobody tries to. It's all about fun. Now they have the elf thing, the elfie. I never did that with the kids, and I would never have done that with them because
they really believe the elf is really real.
Not even that. It stresses the mother out to have to figure out where to put this elf, how to decorate it, what kind of scheme he did the night before. Like, it's a whole thing. Yeah. I'm glad that wasn't a thing when our kids were little. I would have said no to the elf. I'm sorry to say I'm not an elfer person because it seems very stressful to figure out what to do with him. So I'm glad that wasn't around when our kids were little.
Yeah.
Now that our kids are older,
our
like
kids
teenagers,
are older,
I am ready to be in the sun and palm trees every holiday.
That sounds good.
Oh, you're on the same page.
Well, I mean, for you, I like being in Michigan. But anyways, it's not, these are just our traditions. These are our thoughts. I know, do what you do. Raise your kids the way that you want. These are just my real, raw, and uncut opinions. Because this is the real, raw, and uncut episode, right? I'm just being real.
Yep.
Raw.
That's
and
true.
Uncut.
I know, and we're all allowed to be.
Yeah.
Have our own opinions and thoughts about everything.
We are.
But I hope everybody has a great December, holiday.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Great Christmas. A good New Year coming up. I hope you enjoy the moments. Yep. Enjoy the hot cup of coffee in the morning with your pajamas. Yep. Enjoy the gift giving. The serving, the blessing.
Enjoy lying to your kids. Don't forget Santa Claus is real.
And don't forget, there are families, going back to giving, there are families that are having a tough time. And, even if you're buying a family, a kid, some gifts, I mean, remember, it's not always about us.
No, it's about being a blessing.
But I would like that new purse this year.
I don't mind being a blessing to people. I mean, we've blessed so many people during this time of year.
Anyways.
But I never said it was from Santa Claus.
No, you never did that. We said, no. I would, we never did that.
No, be a blessing.
We would give gifts. Like, we would have to vet family. Like, remember we did that?
One time we served 21 families. We got 21 families gifts.
But it was like a bunch of people came in and pitched in.
Yeah, people donated people donated gifts. I organized it. It was called, helping families at Christmas. People would either buy the gifts or they would sponsor a family. Yep. They would shop for them. We'd have their Christmas list. And it was so funny.
At least the age, I know.
It was so funny. Some of these people, like,
they didn't even have kids. The adults wanted like a new PS4. I'm like, what?
We'd have people submit their wish list, and it's like, rather than just being grateful to get something, they're like, yeah, I want a PS4. I want the new iPhone. I want this. I want that. And I'm like,
and some of them didn't have kids. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
No names, but It was literally 2 adults, and they thought they could.
Yeah,
take.
but it's good to give. Like make
Yeah.
the rest of this year special, guys. Go out and be a blessing to someone. Make a difference in somebody else's life, and that's how I look at Christmas. It's not about us.
Yeah.
It's about being a blessing to somebody else, and just enjoying the time with the family.
Yeah. I agree.
Any final closing words?
No, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
Holidays.
Happy Hanukkah,
Hope everybody enjoys their holidays and
Happy New Year.
Oh,
2023 is right around the corner.
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
And enjoy the moments.
Yep.
Because they're not guaranteed the next year.
Nope.
So
They're not.
all I
Well,
have to say.
guys, we appreciate you tuning in. This episode, again, was brought to you by our friends over at Next Door Lending. Next Door Lending is a team of professionals that believe everyone should be treated as if they lived next door. The founders and team members have more than 150 years of combined experience helping clients all over the country choose the best loan program to help you accomplish your goals. Next Door Lending is currently licensed in 21 states and has a team of over 100 loan officers specializing in helping you get the best rate and terms. Whether you're looking to refinance your home or you're looking to purchase your next home, call my friends today over at Next Door Lending at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, guys. This is the real, raw, and uncut segment of our show. If you guys have any questions for us, feel free to send us a question at justinfordunleashed.com. You can follow myself on social media. You can follow Joy on social media at the official Justin Ford, at the official Justin Ford. And we always leave you with 2 things. Well, we'll actually leave with 3 things this time. Number 1, it's not how you start. What matters is how you finish. Number 2, with God, all things are possible. And number 3, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.